Libby from libbystamps.com, and I've had lots of comments on how to do this particular card where you actually stamp on an embossing folder and then emboss. So I'm going to show you one today that's similar but a little bit different. I'm using a Christmas card. This particular card was on my blog a couple of weeks ago, and I'll put the link below the video so you can go back and have a look and see the card itself and what I used for this card. But we'll get started on today's card, and I'm using Lovely as a Tree, Hollyberry Happiness for my stamp sets, Pool Party and Garden Green for my inks, a brayer, the new sponge Brayers, the Snow Flurry Punch, and I've already made the tag or the greeting that's going to go on the card, and I've punched one of the smaller snow flurries out of the Snow Flurry Punch in silver glimmer paper. I've stamped the greeting and just bannered that, and I've put some silver metallic thread on the back, and I've already put the Stampin' Dimensionals on it ready for my card. And for the card I'm using Pool Party and Garden Green, and I've already stamped the insert and my envelope because you can't have a boring envelope. We'll get started on what we need to do for this, and I have a piece of Whisper White already cut out, and I'll have the measurements on my blog, but I think it's 9.5 by 13.8 centimeters. There's a converter on the side of my blog if you need that. Alright, with the Woodland one, you have to make sure when you're doing your image that you do it up the right way. Ask me how I know. Okay, so we're actually going to put all of our colour and everything on this side that says Sizzix. So we're going to open up our folder, and you can see the Sizzix sign through here, and this is the side we're going to put all our colour on. So we're going to start with Pool Party, and I'm going to ink up my brayer quite well. Normally I sponge or use daubers, so we're just going to go across in one direction, and you're going to need a fair bit on that. And remember, this is the top of your trees, so the open end is the top of your trees, and you're going to put a fair bit of ink on that. See how that goes. You can always come back in with daubers later. Alright, then I'm going to bring in my Garden Green pad, and I'm going to ink up my trees out of Lovely as a Tree, and we're going to use the set of 3 trees, and we'll ink them up well. Now I want the trees to come in down here, so that's where I'm going to ink down there, and press down for a good 5 seconds to get a good image. And you can vaguely see those trees through there. Alright, now what I tell my ladies is, as a tip, to line my cardstock up along the bottom so that it lines up with the image that you've just stamped, and then close that part over. Alright, now it doesn't matter if you've got more image than you need. It'll just come off later. Alright, I'm going to bring in my big shot, and I've got the new platform, which is fantastic because it's a little raised in the middle, which means you get even pressure right across your big shot. And I'm going to put my folder in, folded edge first, and then a cutting plate on top of that, and roll it on through. Then we open up our folder and you can see that you've got that impression there. Now if you want more colour, which I might do, so you just bring in this sponge dauber for the colour, and I'm just going to colour the top. To get sponge dauber for garden green, and I'm just going to go along the bottom here. One more thing before I finish the front there is I'm going to get my Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to go over the trees. So I'm just going to go over my trees, give them a bit of a sparkle. It also blends them in a bit so they're not quite so stark. A bit like using an aqua painter, and a bit along the ground as well. And bring in my card. I'm just going to put some multi-purpose liquid glue on the back of this, front of my card, and then I've got my greeting, which I think I'll put up the top there. So I'll just take the backing off my dimensionals. And there we have our finished Christmas card. That'd make a lovely card for a man at Christmas, or anybody really. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a place.